What's up, dude? Alright, what is up, guys? About to go for a cruise ski. I'm meeting up with a subscriber, actually. The same subscriber, Robert, who I rode with. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it in the description below. But me and him are going to meet up and go for a little cruise ski. Again, he hit me up. He's like, yo, I'm going for a ride. I'm just going to try to squeeze an hour or two in. I'm like, I was debating it. I didn't really want to do it. But then I was like, all right, screw it, whatever. I can't really say no to a ride. Who am I kidding? So, yeah. Letting her warm up, and then we're gonna meet up at the same gas station that we met up last time, and we're probably gonna cruise to World's Fair Marina. If anyone that lives in Queens, if you're familiar with that that little chill spot, you know, it's like where they keep all the boats and it's by the water and stuff. So we're just gonna go over there, short little cruise, probably 20-30 minutes or so, depending on traffic. I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about in this video, honestly, but I'll figure that out once we get rolling. So weather-wise, we're at like close to 50 degrees. It's a nice little day. It's not too chilly out here, not too windy. You definitely got to suit up if you're going to be out here riding, because once the sun drops at around 4:30, you are definitely going to feel it. Right now it's about 4 o'clock, so we got 30 minutes until sundown, and then that's when it gets really, really chilly. But I think since I'm meeting up with Robert and he's actually on a Kawasaki 400, that this will be the perfect time to talk about my opinion on starting on something like a 400 versus let's say a 600 or even 1000, like some of you brave souls have done. So I think that's going to be the topic of discussion. I'll share my thoughts and opinions about it, and you guys could chime in the comments all you want. I know there's probably going to be a couple people that are like, well, I started on a 600 and I'm fine, or I started on a 1000 and I'm fine. And you know, I agree. So you could definitely be fine. That's not really the issue. None of these bikes are harder than the next to ride, but I'll get more into my opinions and thoughts about it a little bit later on in the video. All right, so I'm here at the good old BP, posted up with Crystal here, waiting for Robbie to pull up. What's up, dude? You said what? You can see through that thing? Huh? You can see through that thing?
Yeah. It's a little tinted though.
Yeah?
I wouldn't say it's dark.
Well, the sun's gonna come down, so we'll see how that is. But you need gas or you're good?
I think it's good. I got thermals underneath my jeans this time.
I have sweats underneath my jeans.
That's all the jeans?
Yeah.
I was like, your mother gets
And you had the cutout jeans too. Oh, you still got the cutout jeans.
I got thermals, I'm nothing more. I got a hoodie underneath and a thermal, so.
Yeah, I mean, we should be good. Let's see how the highway is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna roll out right now. He's got that beautiful M4 carbon fiber exhaust system on here. Oh yeah, it sounds good. I like it. All right, boys, so you heard that beautiful M4 exhaust system coming off of that Ninja 400 thing. It's time to roll out. Alright, so the great debate. Should you start out on a 300, 400, a 600, or 1000cc motorcycle? Well, in my honest opinion, I believe that you could start on pretty much anything that you want. That's right. I think you could actually jump on a Hayabusa and start on that if your heart so desires, because it's all the same thing. All the controls are the same. There's nothing more difficult about riding a bigger cc motorcycle other than maybe the weight. Other than that, it's all the same thing. It's the same controls, the clutch is at the same place, they all pretty much feel identical to each other. So there's nothing hard about starting on any one of those bikes. You know, as long as you could pretty much flat foot it or get close to flat footing or putting both of your feet down and you're not super short, you know, the weight thing is only a factor at low speeds or if you're stopped. Once you're going, all bikes pretty much feel the same, and they all operate the same. So in my opinion, you could start on any bike. Now, the reason why you shouldn't start on most of these bikes is because, let's say you start out on a 600, right? And this is the biggest problem with 600 riders and why they crash so often, is that you'll start on a 600 and then your confidence just goes through the roof once you start doing a pull or two, right? So you get on some straight roads and you start doing the dash, right? You start going however many miles an hour you go, whether it be 100, 120, whatever it is, and you're just going straight. So you might get away with it, and when you get away with it, your confidence shoots up. So now you think you're the man. You think you're the man with the plan, because on your 600, you could go ahead and do 120 down the freeway in a straight line, and you do that consistently, and you just feel like you're the greatest guy ever to ride a bike. That's usually how it goes. All right, so my GoPro had a little malfunction, but as I was saying, you know, riding the fast bikes early on in your riding career, what that does essentially is just, it gives you a lot of confidence, confidence that you shouldn't really have. You know, you're able to go really, really fast, really straight, and when a turn comes up, that's where you find yourself in trouble, because you don't know how to take a corner properly, you don't know how to lean, you don't know anything. You just know how to go fast, really straight, and you know, that's not gonna cut it when you hit a corner like this. Like, you come into this way too hot as a beginner rider because you're overconfident, and you know you're gonna be over there somewhere in the bushes or on the ground. So yeah, that's where my issue with the whole starting on a bigger bike comes from, is that you could do it, but man, it's going to be a shit show when you find yourself doing 80 and then you come up on a curve or a corner that you have no skill or no idea how to take. You don't know how to hang off your bike, you don't know about body position, and you know, you have a lot to learn, and all of that comes with time. So, you know, it's all about experience. In my personal opinion, you want to start on a smaller bike like this too, like a 400, 300, 250, because they're just cheaper. It's going to be cheaper for parts, cheaper insurance, cheaper tires. If you make a mistake and the bike falls, or you know, you tip it over, it drops, it's a lot cheaper for some 400 plastics versus some S1000 plastics, or a bigger bike, 600 or 1000. So yeah, money should definitely be a factor for you if you're thinking about buying a motorcycle. These things are not cheap. You know, to maintain them is not cheap. To buy new tires every season, and you want to change your exhaust and all that stuff is not cheap. So you know, to save yourself a couple extra coins, especially starting out, you should definitely be on something smaller, like a 250, 300, 400. All right, guys, so we are currently in a very, very tight predicament here with the lane splitting situation. I'll get back to you guys once this thing clears up, because I got to be fully focused here. All right, so we are back. Oh, this bike sounds so good ripping. Woo! You know you gotta have some fun when you're on these machines. You gotta have a little bit of fun, man. Woo! Oh man, even though it's chilly, getting a little spicy like that definitely warms you up. It wakes you up. Oh man. All right, so look at that, the Queens Museum. All right, so here we are over by Citi Field. We're just gonna be hitting the Marina real quick. But where was I? So I believe we talked about cost. We talked about being overconfident is what really is the issue. That's really pretty much my opinions on it. I mean, again, it's not like they're necessarily harder to ride or anything. You know, like the bigger bikes, the 600s, the 750s, 1000s, they're not necessarily harder to ride by any means. It's just that you'll find yourself in screwed up situations pretty quickly because you end up getting overconfident. That's just really what happens. Now, of course, people could say, well, I'm mature. You know, and of course most people, well, not most people, but some people are gonna go, well, I'm more mature than the average person, I'll take my time. And you know, that's just you selling yourself an excuse, because honestly, you're not gonna get on a big powerful sport bike and take your time. It's just not what happens. It's just not what happens, man. You get on these bikes and you twist the wrist for some fun and for some excitement. You're gonna find yourself in a screwed up situation pretty quickly. So it just is what it is. You got to be honest with yourself. But here we are, World Fairs Marina. I just want to share a little bit about my thoughts and opinions on the whole 400, 600, 1000cc debate. Big bike, small bike, what should you start on, blah, blah, blah. It's beating a dead horse at this point. I just want to share just a little bit of my thoughts and opinions about it. And you know, that's what I think, man. Let me give you guys a little bit of the view while we're here. We just pulled up. I come here sometimes late at night, chill out. It's always open, it's always empty, and it's always peaceful and quiet like this, never packed out. I'm putting you guys onto all the spots. If you live in New York, come here. How was it?
Yeah, that was a nice drive.
Yeah, it was a nice little ride.
All I heard was you go,
that little 400 was moving though. Just to prove it to you guys, I'm gonna let Robert take the BMW S1000RR out, and we're just gonna cruise through the lot or whatever. So, you ready? We're just gonna cruise up the lot real quick. Ease out of it. There you go. See, it's not hard at all. Someone with less than, what, 300 miles under their belt could jump on an S1000RR and take it for a cruise ski. Looks good on that BMW thing. Yo, these little bikes are super fun. Oh man. How's it feel? It's scary? What's scary about it?
Not my bike.
Huh?
Not my bike. But the power, you can feel the power, like, I'm dead close, bro. I'm gonna ride this small ride, it's so like,
Alright, so just back it up and then we're gonna go this way. Now go forward. Go forward. Alright, stop. Come back. Yeah, that's the only thing about these bigger CC motorcycles is that when you get to like full locking and stuff, when you get to turning the handlebar full lock, all that weight just hits you. So that's what I was trying to make him avoid doing. But this thing is fun though. It feels peppy. See? Out of first gear, smooth and everything. Oh, but the 1000cc so big, bad, and scary. Oh my god. No, it's not. It's really simple. It's just like this bike is like any other bike. I mean, literally, it's all the same. It's all the same shit. Like, it's just that that one is super duper fast, and you don't wanna find yourself in a really, really messed up situation. Rev it, rev it, rev it. There you go. What was it?
Oh, amazing, bro. The power, like, just in first gear.
But was it hard? Was it like... It's the same shit, right? Same as your bike. It's just different position and that's it. It's a little bit more power.
And it is a little taller, I know.
Yeah, for sure. Yours is more like sunk down, it feels like.
Also the way you kind of like sit on it.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more like,
yeah, it's a crotch rocker. You're like very aggressive on it.
But other than that, it has like the same, you know, switching and stuff.
Yeah.
But the only thing is your first gear, like, you can go pretty high before you have to go to second.
Yeah.
It has so much power.
Yeah, for sure. You look good on that thing, man.
Oh, man, I can't wait to get something like this.
Yes, sir.
I always wanted to ride like 1,000 or 600.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Got to ride a BMW S1000RR. It's a cool bike, though.
It is.
At least you say you could say now you got to ride one.
Yeah.
And it's not as big, bad, and scary as everyone makes them seem.
No.
It's pretty tame until you, huh?
Wasn't like,
Yeah, it was smooth, right?
A little, like, no.
Yeah.
Sort of the same thing.
I had the heated grips on too. I don't know if you felt it.
I was like, wait, my hand feels so warm.
Oh shit.
Nice, it's warm. It's nice warm grip. You ride, and you're just like, oh. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was sick.
I understand why you ride like during this time.
Mhm.
As long as you like bundled up nicely,
yeah.
The hands are good.
I was clutchless shifting. You know how to clutchless shift yet?
What do you mean?
Like without using the clutch.
Nope.
All right, so you put like a little bit of pressure on the lever that changes your gears, and you just a little bit of pressure, and then you let go of the throttle and just click it up.
Without the clutch?
Yeah, and then you just get back on it. I learned that years ago. Huh?
I didn't know it can do that.
Yeah. Because I'm so used to using the quick shifter that like any bike I get on, I just do that method now. Alright guys, so that is it. Me and Robert came out here for a little spin, and it was a nice little cruise, and I shared my thoughts and opinions with you guys about the whole 250, 300, 400, 600, 1000cc debate. I didn't really want to drag it on or anything. I just made few little talking points and just wanted to enjoy the ride because I was invited out by Robert. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and me and him are gonna hit the road, and it was a nice little ride. Oh, and as you guys saw, as a brand spanking new rider with less than 300 miles on his machine, he jumped on an S1000RR, the big bad scary 1000cc 200 horsepower bike, and rode it around no problem. And you could pretty much jump on any of these machines that you want to, although it is not a smart decision in my opinion to jump on something like 666, 750, 1000cc, the bigger bikes, right out the gate. Just work your way up. But enough talking. Me and Robert are gonna head out, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.